I'm shutting you down.
Obstructions to the plan will be summarily removed.
Asm. Interforce.
The worlds have been bridged. Be at ease, everyone. Your ether will soon be replenished.
Not if we have anything to say about that. Queen Eternal.
I will suffer no interference. Disappear. Greetings and goodbye. Do not be afraid. Death is not the end. We require ether.
Central beam, probably?
Deploying drone.
Not the drone!
Do not be afraid. Death is not the end.
So, at first to the left, then to the right.
I will show you the world beyond. Deploying drone.
In, okay.
drones. We require ether.
Twice left. That's right.
I will show you the world beyond.
Awkward.
Do not be afraid. Death is not the end.
I suspect while we're not floating, we can fall down there, but I was too chicken to try it out. Right. And left.
Are you still alive? Activating reserve power. Are you still alive? Disengaging Sphene. Target area eliminated. Commencing erasure. System overload. Aborting process.
Thanks, Jesus.
Let us rise above. Deploying drones. Let us rise above death.
Are you still alive? Recommend Razor.
She's breaking down by now.
An error has occurred. System override confirmed.
Countdown?
There! A rift in her reality! She's losing control of the power! Sphene! Listen to me! I understand! I do! And I know that you won't be swayed from your course! But if there's truly no other way to resolve this, then face me! Not as a machine, but as the real you!
Lamachi?
Sphene!
Anomaly detected in memory banks. Data for the endless Sphene partially restored.
This is what I desire, and I will not fail. I can't bear to lose them. Not again.
I feel your pain, as if it were my own. At last, I think I know you. All of you.
How can you say that to me now?
It's over, Sphene. We will stop you.
No! I won't let you! I can't! I will protect my people's happiness!
Leave your burden with us now. We will bear it in your stead. Sphene!
Your voice reached me, Lamachi.
Is it really you?
No, only in part. My memories as a living person are gone. I've been remade from those I had as an endless. However, I cannot remain long. for the Meso Terminal will soon cease to function. Once, you wanted to know me, Lamachi. Let my last act be to give an honest accounting. I am, above all, sorry for the suffering I've caused your people and mine. I am ultimately powerless against the inevitable, unable to do aught but visit harm upon the innocent. I am, in the end, a pitiful, selfish creature. One that should never have been created.
You're merely a system created to sustain Alexandria.
Our nations are worlds apart, but they feel so close. Who knows what we could have accomplished had we walked together towards a shared future. And yet, it could never be so. We each had our own to protect.
If only I had met you when I was still alive, then perhaps. But it's no use dwelling upon a miracle that didn't happen. Still, if there's one thing I hope you'll believe, it is this. Brief though it was, I treasured our time together. It pains me to think that its memory will disappear along with me.
We will remember.
I know I have no right to ask this of you, but when I'm gone, my people, will you?
We'll take care of them. Don't worry. And we will never forget the Endless. Neither them, nor the time we spent with you. So be free of your burdens, Sphene. And sleep well.
I will. Thank you. Farewell, my beloved Alexandria.
and shut down.
So it was that the Meso Terminal fell dark, and the Endless departed for oblivion's embrace. Their resplendent paradise was no more, as the memory sustaining it faded with the golden light. Even so, in a way, they live on. This I felt with conviction, as I basked in the glow of a new dawn. It remains to be seen how interdimensional fusion may have affected other reflections. Kryle's parents spoke of the power's capacity for both good and evil. I cannot help but wonder how Sphene's deeds will be remembered by those they touched. The key that started it all was entrusted to the adventurer. Such an artifact certainly lies within the Scion's realm of expertise, and no objection was raised to their retaining it for research. By order of Vau Kona, the Skydeep cenote was placed under the strict watch of the Landsguard. With the mighty Bakujaja among their number, they shall not want for strength, even in Soralja's absence. Upon learning of their queen's passing, the people of Alexandria mourned and wept. Having devoted herself to sparing them sorrow, the sight might well have moved Sphene to tears. However, with Wuklamat carrying on her legacy, I have faith that her subjects will know joy once more. As anticipated, the news that young Gululja had succeeded his father as king was greeted with trepidation. Reception was also mixed when Wuklamat came forward to name herself as the boy's guardian. But the people were mollified to learn that Everkeep systems remained operational, and there would be no impact on their lives. One day, when he is older, Kululja will decide for himself what manner of ruler he will be. Till that day and beyond, may the path of the young king be illuminated by the love of family. Meanwhile, in Tuliyola, the people came together to hail their new dawn servant's great victory. Having honored those they lost, they turned their attention to a brighter future and celebrated for 3 days and nights.
Estinians struggling with the children?
Not everything had been resolved, though. Those who had spent 30 years in the dome struggled to resume their former lives. This and a host of other challenges remained. But as the new dawn servants continue to lead with strength and wisdom, the people may be assured that peace will endure.
But we just saw a credit scene, so I skipped this one. I know these are not the same people, but recording times and all that. So where to next? Hell.
I'm sorry, we haven't been able to talk properly. Oh, between the reconstruction work and Papa's funeral, I've hardly had time to breathe.
Come in.
But at long last, there's a lull in my duties. You've done more for us than we could ever hope to repay. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
When we left Eorzea behind to take part in the contest, none of us could have predicted what complications would follow. You truly have a knack for finding trouble, my friend.
That's an adventurous job.
And you wouldn't have it any other way.
So what's next for you? Assuming you're still set on leaving the Gleaner's life behind?
I'm off to fulfill my mother's dream, of course. Like she had intended, I'll embark on a journey in search of the unknown. She's sure to enjoy my stories when we meet again in the ethereal sea.
Well, well, sounds like a plan. But will you have the coin to get by?
I may no longer be a gleaner, but I still have contacts in Sharlayan. Contacts with deep pockets, always eager to pay for information on new or rare species.
You've got it all worked out. And what of you? Any new adventures in the offing?
Always.
Regardless, until you're ready to leave, you're our guest here in Tulihyolal. And this time, I won't pester you to take up a post. By now, I know you well enough to know you can't stay in one place. No more than you can ignore the plight of those in need. Your path will always lead you elsewhere, and you'll continue walking it. Isn't that so?
Yes.
An adventurer to the marrow you are. What is it exactly that spurs you on?
My love for the star. Hey, don't laugh. A crown? Why was Sphne's crown glowing? Homecomings are usually uneventful affairs. This time it was anything but for me. But also it ends well, and we have you to thank for that. Well, as much as I'd love to keep chatting, I need to get going. Still a heap of things to do, and it wouldn't do to leave it all to Connor. By the way, did Guluja decide to remain in Solution 9? He did. I said we can consider Tulihyolal his home, but he's more comfortable over there. Shale keeps an eye on him for us. But we visit him as often as we can. He still needs our support, especially while he's agonizing over his inherited authority. Though I told him he needn't make a decision right away, we can't postpone it forever either. I do whatever I can to help Guluja, as well as everyone inside the dome. I promise as much to Sphene. For my part, I'll keep Tutorial for a time. Among other things, I'd like to look into a problem with a wildlife in Shalani. If you get the urge, Desiree, let's go on another journey together. There's still plenty of places I would like to show you. Now that sounds like fun. If you ever have need of me, I'll come running. Oh, before I forget, I also have a gift for you. Can you guess what it is? No. An alpaca. It comes from Tobli's stable, of course, and it's as sure-footed as they come. Perfect for an adventurer who's always on the move, eh? Yeah, this is the whistle for calling it. Right, I'll really be going now, but I'm sure we'll meet again soon. Till next time, take care. to the gloomy atmosphere. Fellow citizens of Alexandria, ever since our beloved Queen's passing, you have understandably abided in grief. Sorrow darkens your once bright faces. But is this what Her Majesty would have wished to see? No, most assuredly not. You know this to be true. If we are to honor her memory, we must reclaim our smiles. To that end, that's right, friends. After a long hiatus, I'm pleased to announce the grand reopening of Arcadion. The world's finest fighters stand ready to entertain you in glorious and thrilling combat. Come and join us, I bid you, and let your cares be forgotten. As skies aflame proclaim night's end, and falls onto adventure tent, the brave make haste o'er hill and dale to trip the dawnlight's golden trail. You have completed the main scenario quest Dawntrail. Quests to unlock new content have now become available in Tuliolal and Solution 9. Additionally, you may now enter Alexandria with an NPC party in Trust. Rest well, Seeker of the Unknown, for many and more adventures await you. But I would end it here. Until next time, I'm Mace and don't get lost.